Hello, Caner Universe, and welcome to all those new to the cane culture. My name is Joe Rubino. I'm the director for American Cane Self-Defense, and today is a departure from any physical application or demonstration, but don't go away, because what we're going to share here, what I'm going to be discussing, is equally as important as anything having to do with physical training, really more so. It's even more important because it will actually get you to where you want to go with the cane and bring clarity. And what I'm going to do, we just had our Caner Immersion here at the Miami headquarters, and I'm going to outline for you 3 things that we learned from this event that if you listen in the links below, in their own words, the participants, they describe there is a commonality that they express. And I've narrowed it down to 3 main areas. And this is crucial. It's early in February 2020. That's why we're still having this conversation. I will, as I had promised in a previous post, announce and give you the dates to the next immersion and describe that for you. But follow me here if you will. The first thing that you'll find in this immersion training, or that you need to have in your training with the cane, is structure, like in anything else. Nowadays with the technology, best way to learn anything is through a combination of live experience coupled with video so that you can study the details. And that's exactly what happens here with this immersion. But participants every morning walked into the training ballroom, very comfortable, oversized, which is ideal for canes. And they knew exactly what it was that we were going to be working on. And then they were taken by the hand in a ratio of 6 caners, 6 participants to 1 instructor. And so plenty of personalized attention there, but they get to take this home and then go back, take a look at the checklist. They already learned how to do it. They've done it before, so there's a memory there that we know how to ingrain in the nerve system, and they go to their online portal and they get to go ahead and continue training, and they continue with our support. So think about that versus ask yourself the question, how is it that you're learning the cane today? Are you trying to do it randomly by pieces that you're patching together on YouTube or on a similar platform? That is anywhere from tremendously inefficient to plain downright dangerous. Why do I say that? Well, listen, we put out Caner Tip Tuesday every single week, obviously, and we've been doing this for a while, and we know that there is a limit to how much we can share there. It would be negligent for us to try to fix problems on something like YouTube. Think of this platform where it's a catalog where everybody can put out what it is that they're doing, and so it's up to you to look, compare, and choose who it is that you're going to trust with your self-defense and your personal safety with that tool, whether it be combat cane spinning, cane self-defense, cane play, exercise. You get to do that. It's a catalog, and then you're going to follow. But to try to put things together without a structure, step by step, very inefficient. To continue to do that, you're not going to cross the finish line. I can guarantee you that. And number 2 is it can be dangerous. Why? Well, because like in any space, there are individuals who are improvised, and if that's the advice that you choose to follow, you may find that those skills may not be there for you when you need them the most. So just a heads up on that. Structure, tough to beat. That's one of the things that we learned from a Caner Immersion 2020 that is invaluable. Number 2 is actually attaining goals, or what I refer to as crossing the finish line. Now, those of you that are experienced, you may say it really is no finish line, and because there's always something, the day that you sit back and you say, oh, I figured this thing out. Well, I always say, even if you're trying to maintain, you should be training to gain if you want to maintain, because as time is passing by, all of us are advancing in years. Nobody's going in the other way. And so crossing the finish line refers to attaining bite-sized piece goals, but reaching that goal and finishing that so that I can move on to the next goal in a step-by-step fashion. For the majority of caners, you don't even know what the goal is. There is no clarity. lack of clarity brings resistance. You give up on this thing because it's too tough, because you don't know. You have nobody there to take you by the hand. Not only that, if you're serving as an instructor, it's important to your students to see, where am I exactly? Here you always know where you are, where the finish line is, and how much more do I need to do. That's the most direct way of doing this. And then number 3, I challenge you, as you listen in the links to the reviews from the participants, how many times, count for me, do you hear the word and the description fun come up? And so don't miss this, because it's as important as anything. We know, we've studied this, that you learn best in a relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere where the fun is built into the training, but we have a way of creating community. And what happens, I always say that infinitely just as important, let's just say, of what's happening in the training is what happens in the spaces where our canes are in repose. So meaning that downtime, the side conversations, the outing, the get together that we have, the fellowship, the conversations that we have, and getting to know one another. You'll hear that, I got to know people from all over the world that come to these, and it's very enjoyable, and it's in a tight-knit group, because we always limit participation. More effective in passing it on, and B, it's just more enjoyable because it's never overpopulated, so we guard against that. Now, that's what happens in a cane immersion, and so I want to bring this up so that you consider the way that you're currently learning the cane, what it is that you're doing, and then give you the dates. So mark your calendars. September 24, 25, and 26, 2020. That is the next, down here, September 24, 25, 26, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Enjoyable half days in sunny Miami, Florida. And the topic of this immersion is COBRACANE self-defense. COBRACANE self-defense. COBRA has nothing to do with the snake. COBRA stands for Combat Objective Battle Ready Application, a global company of which I happen to be a regional director and director of instructor development. Taken that, obviously with the permission of the founder, Chris Sutton, we have a phenomenal relationship. And he's a big, by the way, advocate of the cane as an improvisational self-defense tool. And we've taken those components of reality-based self-defense and applied it to the cane. So if you're on CaneSelfDefenseUniversity.com, you remember there, you have access to the COBRACANE 10-week Academy, and it's all based around self-defense. This one is not based on combat cane spinning, so it's it's going to be a different experience. And because of that, and because of the experience they just had, it is, believe it or not, at least a third full already, because the caners who attended here have already enrolled, and you'll hear them say it in their video reviews. And so, guys, you know me. Those of you that have followed me for years, you know that when we tell you that we're going to limit it to 20, we're going to limit it to 20. Now, we do have more instructors certified in that platform than we do in combat cane spinning. So we're going to add one more instructor, which means we'll have an extra 6 openings this time. So 7 months away, and for you to have plenty of time to consider whether this is something you want to attend and should be attending. And when you do that, I'll be announcing tomorrow, I'm going to be announcing a bonus, or maybe we're already including it in this post. A huge bonus, and let me just go ahead and tell you what it is. So as part of the training, I'm not sure when it's going to happen. Maybe it'll happen on Wednesday evening when you guys are coming in. That's what we're thinking of doing. The majority of you are here already on Wednesday, because the training starts at 9 a.m. In Eastern time here in Miami. What I'm looking to include is the active shooter response training, and show you the unique role of the cane in that training and in that protocol. This is the COBRA active shooter response training. This is the same one that we teach corporations. So if you Google COBRA and active shooter response, we teach the alpha plan, how to deal with an active shooter. It goes way beyond the run, hide, fight issued protocol. Certainly infinitely more effective than trying to learn it on video. That's like trying to learn how to swim from watching a video. You have to get in the water, and that's what we do safely. But this is a very unique training in the sense that I will point out to you, as I have for big corporations that you know the name, that we've done the training for, and we will go ahead and show you the unique role that the cane can play in a situation like that. So you're not going to catch that anywhere else. That is an American Cane Self-Defense exclusive, and that is going to be part of the experience here come September. So to learn more about this, to have a conversation, we love talking to you on the phone. We're at 800-289-8188. I want you to text COBRACANE to 305-745-7839. That lets us know that you have an interest and you want to have this conversation. But please, read the reviews of those that just attained this immersion so that you see their perspective on what their experience was like. And then you decide if it makes sense to go ahead and do this. If you, whether you want to learn it for yourself or you want to pass it on to others, think of the value of walking out with the curriculum, having known exactly every time you step out on the floor what it is you're going to teach with that cane on any given day. No more guesswork, no anything. That's the value of what we bring to the table. And as always, thank you for the opportunity to serve you. All right, get out there, stay safe, and keep caning.